Ball handling is about so much more than just how you can dribble the ball or what moves you got. Of course, that's a part of it, but it's also about adjusting, moving in harmony with the ball, changing paces, coordination, and so much more. So these drills are definitely unique, but I wanted to give these players at our London camp a bit of a new perspective on ball handling drills. Hopefully you can pick something up too, or even just try out the entire workout and maybe even add it to your routine. Let's check it out.
Very simple stuff to get started off. Just see this as like kind of a ball handling warm-up, but we'll add in some different things to change it up from what you would probably usually do, okay? Everyone's probably done just kind of like a standard cuff dribble before, right? Just working on your handles. Every single dribble here, just like the finishing yesterday, has to be a little bit different. So different locations, different speeds, and you can move around with it, all right? So I'm cuff, I'm here, moving in different directions, different speeds, a little bit wider, a little bit more narrow, but I'm just going 20 seconds, cuffing it different ways each time.
Nothing crazy here to get started, really just a cuff dribble where we're bringing that ball from one side of the body to the opposite, but we're adding in a little bit of a challenge because now they're moving with each rep, so every time it's going to be a little bit different and there's momentum in different directions.
You're going more forward and back, so think about getting as far forward with the handle as you can, far back here. All right, so you're here, here, here. You can rotate with it. You can go slower, faster. Try to get to the edges of where you can go. So if I'm really pushing it out here, that's good. If I'm right here, I want you guys to push a little bit more. Boom. Change up those speeds. Get really far back. As you're cuffing it.
Same idea here, so just being able to manipulate the ball, but this time forward and back. So being able to push out, being able to pocket it, moving backwards. These are big qualities of players with the best ball control.
You're going under, back, under. This is basically what you're doing, but I'm going same thing where I'm switching up the dribble every time, going different directions, rotating, pushing the speed. So I'm here, here. I can get across my body and back. I can turn and move with it. You're just trying to challenge your control as you move a little bit with it.
Obviously looks a little bit crazy here and not something that we'd really do in a game, but definitely a good challenge just for general ball control, forcing you to find and control the ball at different angles and be able to control it even in kind of a weird situation or with a dribble that we don't use very often.
All right, what is the difference between, again, those were very, very simple drills when you really boil it down to it. What was the difference between those and kind of more standard ball handling drills? Yeah, yes, right? So you're moving around with it, which is more representative of a game. When you're controlling it in a game, you're not staying in one place. You're moving around with it, all right? Every dribble is a little bit different, so now you're learning how to control it in different situations, and it's just more engaging, right? If I sit here and do this for 30 seconds, I kind of tune myself out, versus if I'm moving around here in different situations, it's definitely a little bit more engaging for me, okay? Next one here, now you're bouncing it, trying to get as wide as you can outside of your frame and even above where you can reach. So you're here, from there you're getting straight into a two dribble move, something different every time without touching it with two hands, all right? So I could be here, I'm going 1, 2, here, 1, 2, here, 1, 2. I'm switching it up each time, but again, I'm really trying to reach for it, control it, bring it back into my frame, all right? Yep, really let that ball go. So bounce it, let it go, and then get back to it. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2. Yes, yes. Nice. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom. Yep, let it kind of float. Yes, now get it back. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Movement with the ball, okay? This first one, you are moving as slow as you can, but dribbling as fast as you can. We'll do the opposite after this, but you're moving as slow as you can, dribbling as fast as you can. So I'm here, moving slow like I would be in kind of like a chill situation like this, but now I'm trying to dribble as fast as I can without letting myself speed up. Like right there, you guys saw me just naturally speed up, right? I was like this. I'm trying to just stay in this fluid kind of motion here as I keep, that ball moving at a faster speed, all right? It'll feel a little bit weird because one part of you is moving fast, the other part of you, the rest of your body's kind of moving slow. Try it out.
Again, definitely a very unique one, but we're working on being able to dissociate speeds.
You're letting that dribble speed you up a little bit. So when you start to dribble fast, your body moves fast. Try to just keep the dribble fast. Dribble goes fast, body goes slow. See how you're like here, here, here? Just float, float, and then start. Yep. Better. There we go. Switch!
So just because you're going fast with the dribble doesn't mean you have to go fast with your body, and vice versa. If you're able to stay slow with your body and your pace while also pounding the ball and controlling it, that's an important quality to have.
5. Next one, the opposite. So now you're moving fast while dribbling slow. All right, so you can even start off just like everything fast, like here, here, here. Once you get to this speed, now I'm just dribbling slow as my body is still moving fast. All right, so again, your body is moving fast, the ball is just floating, floating, floating. Let's try it out, let's go.
Now, obviously here doing the opposite. Very important again that we can move at a fast pace with our body, but also keep the dribble slower, more patient, and relaxed.
Yep, faster, faster, faster. Body moves fast. See if you can slow down the dribble even more. Like as little dribbles as you can in like 10 seconds while you move fast. Keep the body moving fast. Build off of that. Your goal is to fit as many steps as you can into each dribble. Okay, so for example, if I'm floating the ball, notice how many steps I'm taking with each dribble. All right, obviously keep the ball alive, let it float, don't carry it. If you need to at first, just kind of get the feel for it, that's okay, as long as you're trying to get away from it. So again, any moves that you want, but I'm trying to take as many steps in different directions as I can as that ball is floating.
Usually when we work on handling the ball, we work on pounding, dribbling it as hard as we can. But a lot of players lack the ability to change speeds and cover ground with a float dribble or a hang dribble because they don't work on being able to control it with that float or as the ball kind of spins in their hands and they're moving with the ball. So that's exactly what we're working on here.
So keep taking as many steps as you can. Try to move around as much as you can as well. So it's like you have paint on your feet. You're trying to paint like all of this area around you, okay? You're going 2 dribbles as slow as you can, 2 dribbles as fast as you can. All right, so now working on changing pace. So I'll go slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Again, I'm trying to cover as much ground as I can with each dribble and then quickly speed up into 2 fast ones. Yep. 5. Think about the ball has a magnet on it and it's pulling you up with it and down with it. So wherever the ball goes, I lift up. If it goes up, if it goes down, I go down, all right? So I would be here, 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 just kind of learning how to change height with the dribble. You can start to speed it up here, but again, I'm really letting it lift and that ball is pulling me up, pulling me down. Try to go with different moves, challenge yourself.
So being able to change levels, not only with the ball, but also with your body is a great quality to have.
So you're getting like 70% up right now. You're like here, here. See if you can get all the way up, boom. Like exaggerate it through that whole range up and down.
Because you're controlling the ball up at these levels that are kind of tough to do sometimes. And coordination-wise, you have to move everything in harmony for it to work really smooth.
Without me demonstrating, you're doing the opposite. So instead of the ball going up, I go up. When the ball goes up, your center of mass or your body goes down. Whenever the ball goes down, you go up. See what you kind of make of that. All right, try it out, let's go.
This one isn't the most applicable one, but I just wanted to throw it at them to see what they would do, to kind of build problem solvers. I think there's a lot of value in just throwing different coordination challenges at athletes, especially with the basketball, just to see if they can solve that problem.
Super awkward, right? Like, I didn't demonstrate it partially because I wanted you guys to figure it out, but partially because I knew I was gonna screw it up. So that's something that you can just like play around with and experiment with, and the better you can move and stuff like that, and the more coordination you build, the better, okay? This one, you're leaning forward. You can move forward a little bit with it, but try to stay mostly like in place. So you're leaning forward, shifting as far as you can, but as effortlessly as you can. All right, you can go any moves you want, but I'm here, here, shift, shift, shift. We'll start here. Again, I'm trying to get wider and wider with that shift. Again, the ball is like a magnet. Same thing where if it's outside here, it's pulling me. If it's outside here, it's pulling me. We'll add something onto that after 20 seconds. Let that ball pull you. Shift, shift. Try to move a little faster through this one. So it's here, here, here. Yep, pop, 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 pop. Yep, even wider, even wider. Let that ball pull. Yes, 3 of those, and then 1 where you explode forward. Okay, you can alternate this with your partner. So I would be here, 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 and then I explode out. Okay, try to get different footworks with it. So sometimes maybe you just go here with it. Maybe sometimes you'll go to under that leg, replace, and kind of punch the ground. Once you get to here, you can flip around, pass it to your partner. You guys are alternating for this one.
So I like this one a lot because we're moving laterally. Obviously, we're still getting that work, moving to the side in those shifty positions. But now we're also exploding forward out of these lateral shifts, which a lot of the time in a game is what you're going to be doing.
You are going, same thing, 1, 2, 3, explode. Now it's with behind the backs. Every behind the back has to be different, and it has to preferably get in front of your hips. So what I mean by that is instead of leaving it here, just to work on ball control, it's getting out in front of your hips and then back. So I could go 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, I explode out of there. Okay, so working on being able to control and manipulate that ball to get out, as well as going with different timings, different speeds, different extensions on that behind the back. All right? Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Now this one here, you're jumping back, so I want you to start super relaxed. You're here just like you're chilling, right? I'm not really thinking about going or anything. I'm just relaxed, all right? Whenever you jump back, I want you to jump back as far as you can. Think about getting your feet behind you, all right? So you're trying to get back as far as you can. From here, I'm landing on 2 and then making any 2 to get out, all right? So I'll be here, I take a big hop back, and then from there, try to project out, all right? So however your feet go to do that, to push you out as fast as you possibly can, as powerfully as you can, let it happen. So I'm here, 1, 2, get out of there. I'll turn around, let my partner go here. Maybe I go 1, 2, get out of there. But challenge yourself to, again, jump back, land with 1 sound, and push out.
This is definitely one of my go-tos for developing footwork into an explosion, because if you're able to land on 2 feet here, quickly get into a nice lean and explode from there, especially with something like a double move, it makes it a lot easier to explode by defenders from really any position.
Think about this. Instead of going here, go here. Does that make sense? Feet, head, instead of going back and just like one big unit, try to get feet behind, and that gives you that angle to push out with. Boom, yes, and then use that lean. So you're using that lean to push out. Huh? Boom. Not instead of jumping backwards, you are jumping backwards, but also to the side. So you'd be here, you can rotate with it if you want to, just to throw yourself off, give yourself different looks. You're going 1 where you push out the same way, and then 1 where you make a move in the other direction. So I'm here, big jump back, I can explode out of there. I come back to it, same idea, jump this way, and then find the footwork to get out of there. Then some of the best like dribblers or ball handlers that I've ever talked to or heard from or whatever, always have somebody where they're like, yo, I watched Allen Iverson growing up a lot and just tried to dribble like him, or I tried to dribble like Kyrie, or like whoever it may be. So there's a lot of value in actually trying to, number 1, experiment with different people's things, but number 2, also trying to like freestyle and just look good with your dribble. Because if you look good with your dribble, it typically means that you're fluid, you're effortless, and you're efficient with that. So you have 1 minute here, you're just freestyling, trying to change pace, try new things, but also just look fluid and effortless with your dribble. That's your goal, is to look fluid, try new things, challenge yourself. I think there is value in that, bro. Like just trying to look like fluid with the dribble.
Yeah.
Because like if you're always just fucking uptight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we got two. We got two on. Oh! Woo. Switch if you haven't. Switch if you haven't. What'd you notice that was different about those drills, that approach to ball handling, that's maybe different than what you usually do, what you usually see, whatever it may be? Okay, yep. So actually implementing some footwork into it. A lot more movement, yes. A lot of change of pace, great one. Changing height as well, yes. Finding constant ways to challenge yourself. Those are all the best ingredients to how to work on your ball handling. Implementing different ways to change pace. A lot of the time when you work on ball handling, what speed are you going? 100%, right? You're just like, and again, there's a lot of value in that, and I do a lot of stuff where it is just 100% challenging your control, whatever. But in a game, it's a lot about changing pace. It's a lot about changing height. It's a lot about being able to move with the ball. If you guys can move just as humans and move fluidly, the ball follows that a lot of the time as you start to build that ball control, okay? Last thing I'll say about ball handling, and I'll let you guys get some water, just dribble as much as you can, right? Like the best players that I knew growing up, the best players I've talked to with the handle, like I just mentioned, just freaking dribble to the train station, got on, somebody had to tell them to stop dribbling, they would get off, keep dribbling, go to the park, just dribble, and they just spent a lot of time with a ball in their hand. I would encourage you guys to not let it stop with the ball handling drills that you guys do in the gym, but just get a ton of time being creative, experimenting with the ball.
As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely go try all of these out, hopefully. If not, just some of them, add them into your routine. This Europe tour has made it tough to put out content, but I'm going to be back very soon, making sure to put out as many videos as I possibly can for you guys. So stay tuned as always, and I'll see you next time.